This is Tom Grassi, and this is 30 and 30, and you're watching Illogical Canadian.
Bonjour mes amis, je suis l'Illogical Canadien, and welcome back to another week in review. You may notice I have a different little white bar here today. Oh, by the way. See? Because it is my birthday. I'm now 22 and I had to witness a bunch of bullshit in week 4. Thanks, NFL. What a shitty gift. But you know what? Despite that, it was still one of the better weeks in football. Let's have a gander, shall we? On Thursday Night Football, we expected it to be somewhat good. Instead, what we got was a load of shit. Seriously, this game was so fucking bad, it's unbelievable. But alas, NFC North matchup between the Lions and the Packers, you thought would have been good, but as I just said, it was complete shit. For the Lions, Jared Goff went 19 for 28, 210 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. David Montgomery ran 32 times for 121 yards and 3 touchdowns. For receiving, it was Josh Reynolds, 3 receptions for 69 yards. And for the Packers, Jordan Love went 23 for 36, 246 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Aaron Jones ran 5 times for 18 yards, and Romeo Doubs led the receivers with 9 receptions for 95 yards. Wasn't able to do anything, Green Bay. You still fucking suck. Green Bay wins Detroit wins 34 to 20 and has the lead on the NFC North. What the fuck kind of times are we living in where the Detroit Lions are the NFC North division leaders? From the bullshit that was the Thursday Night Football, we welcome you to Saxonville Abbey, live from Wembley Stadium in London. We get to see a shit show between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. God, I fucking dislike that Toy Story bullshit. But alas, it is what we got. For the Falcons, Desmond Ridder went 19 for 31, 191 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Bijan Robinson ran the ball 14 times today for a total of 105 yards. For receiving, it was Jonnu Smith with 6 receptions for 95 yards. For those Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence went 23 for 30, 207 yards, and a touchdown. Travis Etienne Jr. ran 20 times for 55 yards, and Christian Kirk caught 8 passes for 84 yards, as those Jaguars find some way to get past Atlanta by a score of 23 to 7. Why am I still doing this fucking accent? For our next matchup, we got those Rams taking on the Colts in a game that I don't even know what the fuck you call it. I don't care what you call it. It just is what it is now. Shit. For the Rams, Matt Stafford went 27 for 40, 319 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Kyren Williams ran 25 times for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. For receiving, it was all Puka Nacua, 9 receptions for 163 yards and a touchdown. What a day. For the Colts, Anthony Richardson came back from injury and went 11 for 25, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Zach Moss ran the ball 18 times for 70 yards. And for receiving, Andrew Ogletree caught it 3 times for 48 yards and a touchdown. Despite their best efforts, the Colts couldn't do a single fucking thing as they falter in overtime to the Rams 29-23, proving that the Colts are still the fucking fever dream that was ruined by Jim Irsay. Sell the team. Oh boy, an AFC North shit show festival between two teams that can't even decide what the fuck they are. The Browns can win games apparently now, but they couldn't win this one. The Ravens don't know what the fuck they're doing, but somehow still won this game. Take that with what you will, folks. For the Ravens, Lamar Jackson went 15 for 19, 186 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Gus Edwards ran 15 times today for 48 yards. For receiving, it was Mark Andrews catching it 5 times for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. God damn, that guy is still with the best receiver in Baltimore right now. For the Browns, not freaking Deshaun Watson. No. Instead, it was DTR, Dorian Thompson Robinson, the rookie out of UCLA, getting his first start in the NFL, and he goes to shit. Browns, can you not be fucking dumb? God fucking Christ. By the way, DTR went 19 for 36, 121 yards, and 3 interceptions. Pierre Strong carried it 5 times for 49 yards, and David Njoku caught it 6 times for 46 yards. You had a surefire prospect, and you kind of fucked it up. Ravens win 28-3. Hey, Falcons fans, where have I seen this one before? Ravens win 20-3. And just get me to the next fucking game. This one sucked. For the next matchup, we got the Minnesota Vikings taking on a trip down to North Carolina to take on the Panthers. Bryce Young comes back from injury. The Vikings are still shit. The Panthers are also still shit. But it's a battle of shit, I guess. Not as bad as what we're going to see in a few games from now. From the Vikings, Kirk Cousins went 12 for 19, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Alexander Madison ran 17 times for 95 yards, and Justin Jefferson caught only 6 passes for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. For the Panthers, Bryce Young went 25 for 32, 204 yards. Chuba Hubbard, Chuba Hubbard, Chuba Hubbard, Hubbard, Chuba Hubbard, Chuba Hubbard, Chuba Hubbard. I don't know why that's so catchy. I just do. I just do it. Chuba Hubbard ran 14 times for 41 yards, and Adam Thielen caught it 7 times for 76 yards. For the first time this season, the Vikings have a fucking win. Hooray, you won a game. 21-13. Vikings get their first dub of the season. I guess in Minnesota, all is right. Skull. For the next game is a battle between whatever. Bengals versus Titans. This game was, I guess, really one-sided because one side could get the ball moving and the other side just procrastinated and died. One side of the ball had a good defense. The other one impersonated the Swiss Army. Or should I say more Swiss cheese? Because they did nothing. Absolutely nothing. For the Bengals, Joe Burrow went 20 for 30 and 165 yards. Joe Mixon ran 14 times for 67 yards. And Jamar Chase caught 7 passes for 74 yards. Dull, and dull. For the Titans, Ryan Tannehill went 18 for 25, 240 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Derrick Henry ran 22 times for 122 yards and a touchdown. King Henry had a good day. He had a good day feasting. For receiving, D-Hop had 4 catches for 64 yards. Titans absolutely smoked the fuck out of Cincinnati. 27-3. Yeah. Say what you want about this game, but yeah. For our next game, we got on tap, we got an NFC South showdown between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. By the way, let me know how you guys like these new logos that I kind of tweaked around with the freaking with the settings for it. But yeah. But anyway, this game, I mean, I'm surprised Derek Carr played because of the injury. But at the same token, it's like Did you really have to force him back? I feel like they could have done without. For the Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield went 25 for 32, 246 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Rachaad White carried it 15 times for 56 yards, and Chris Godwin caught it 8 times for 114 yards. For the Saints, Derek Carr went 23 for 37 and 127 yards. Alvin Kamara carried it 11 times for 51 yards. Welcome back. And for receiving, Michael Thomas caught it 4 times for 53 yards. The Saints falter to shit. Tampa Bay wins this easy game 26-9. God, I mean, New Orleans has to figure out something. They got a couple ugly wins, and then they lost 2 straight. What's next, New Orleans? Your move. And arguably, this is the best goddamn game of the week. We got 2 powerhouses in the AFC East going on it between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The score may say one story, but on the other hand, this was an absolute piss missile cock shot of a game. Both teams performed very well. Both defenses looked solid at most parts. Both offenses were moving the ball like it was fucking butter. This is a good game. This is one of the rare cases where we actually get a good fucking game. And I mean in good game in the sense that, hey, look at that. They can score points. Both sides of the ball, and they look very fucking competitive doing it. For the Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa went 25 for 35, 282 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Devon Chan carried it 8 times for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Tyreek Hill caught it 3 times for 58 yards. For the Bills, Josh Allen went 21 for 25, 320 yards, Jesus, and 4 touchdowns. Latavius Murray carried it 4 times for 32 yards, and Stephon Diggs had himself a fucking day. 6 receptions, 120 yards, 3 touchdowns. God damn son. Bills win this game 48-20, but God, was this a game. And I always love seeing these 2 good teams play each other because it's so fucking entertaining to watch. I may be a rival fan, but it don't mean this game isn't entertaining to watch. Bills win, and deservedly so. There is only one clip that describes how fucking bad this game is from both sides of the ball. And honest to God, it's this.
Dumbasses. Dumbass. 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 Dumbasses. Dumbass. 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 Dumbass.
Yeah. Just that. Because both of these teams are dumbasses. Simple as that. Enough said. For the Broncos, Chef Russ went 21 for 28, 223 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Jaleel McLaughlin, which is a new name, I don't think I've heard of him, 7 carries for 72 yards. For receiving, it was Jerry Jeudy, 3 receptions for 52 yards. For the Bears, Justin Fields went 28 for 35. Holy shit, he actually passed the ball more than fucking 10 times. And he had 335 passing yards for the first time in his fucking career. Holy shit. What's next? You're going to tell me he's had a multiple touchdown game. Oh, he did. He threw 4 touchdown passes. Holy shit, Justin Fields is doing something for once. But he threw a pick. So fuck you. Just shaking my nose. Did he get a running touchdown? No, he didn't. For rushing, it was Khalil Herbert leading away. 18 carries for 103 yards. For receiving, it was DJ Moore. 8 receptions, 131 yards, and a touchdown. The Bears actually did something. They had a 28-7 lead. Bears. You had a 28-7 lead. You had a 21-point lead. And you mean to tell me you fucking choked it to the Broncos? Are you fucking serious? You lose 31-28 after leading by 21. Bears, sell your fucking team. Sell the fucking team. For this next matchup, we got the Commanders and Eagles in an NFC East battle. I don't know how the hell this game was close. I don't know, but it was. And you know what? Something ain't right with this world. I just realized that now. Something ain't right with this world. For the Commanders, Sam Howell went 29 for 41, 290 yards, and a touchdown. Brian Robinson carried it 14 times for 45 yards and a touchdown. And for receiving, it was Terry McLaurin, 8 receptions for 86 yards. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts went 25 for 37, 319 yards, and 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift carried the ball 14 times for a total of 56 yards and a touchdown. For receiving, it was all A.J. Brown, 9 receptions, 175 yards, and 2 touchdowns. God damn, that man can play football. What I failed to realize was this game went to overtime. What I didn't fail to realize was that the Eagles still won this fucking game. 34-31 is your final from the link. Washington, I don't know, man. Something needs to change, and something needs to change fast. Pittsburgh, I expected so much better from you. How do you let this happen? How in God's name do you let this happen? It's the Texans! How do you let this happen? Fucking how? Kenny Pickett going down with injury and you have to force me to watch Mitch kissing titties? Pat Fryermuth being injured? Probably. I mean, I guess, yeah. Okay. And you without Cam Hayward still for a little while more, so pain and suffering is all that they know. Rip. For the Steelers, the combined effort of Kenny Pickett and Mitch kissing titties went 18 for 28, a grand total of 132 passing yards and an interception. Najee Harris carried it 14 times for 71 yards, and Najee Harris is also the receiver leader, catching it only once for 32 yards. Compared to the Texans, the Steelers look like dog shit. CJ Stroud went 16 for 30, 306 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Damian Pierce ran 24 times for 81 yards. And Nico Collins had a fucking field day. 7 catches, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. You suck. 30-6. Final from Houston. Again, Pittsburgh, I expected so much better out of you. For this next matchup, we got the Raiders taking on the Chargers in an AFC West showdown between two teams that look good on paper. One's rebounding, but the other one is still kind of just floating and thinking what the fuck they're doing. Or is that just every team this season? Undefeated or not? I swear. For the Raiders, it wasn't fucking Jimmy Garoppolo because I think he was out injured. So insert Aiden O'Connell as their quarterback. He went 24 for 39, 238 yards, and an interception. Josh Jacobs ran 17 times for 58 yards and a touchdown. Jacobs also caught the ball 8 times for 81 yards, leading the Raider receivers. For the Chargers, Justin Herbert the Pervert went 13 for 24, 167 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Joshua Kelly ran 17 times for 65 yards and led receivers with 3 receptions for 77 yards. The Chargers fought, and they fought hard for that win, 24-17, in a somehow close matchup between these two teams that I think is illegal to have in the first place. But that's just me. That's just me. Chargers, take the winning run. For the next game, on tap, an NFC West showdown between the Cardinals and the 49ers. I want to say why Arizona sucks, but that dude's probably going back to college. He doesn't want to fucking play for that team. He doesn't want to play for them. He doesn't want to play for the Bears either, but guess what? We're in a dilemma. For the Cardinals, Josh Dobbs went 28 for 41, 265 yards, and 2 touchdowns. James Conner ran 11 times for 52 yards, and Marquise Brown caught it 7 times for 96 yards. For the Niners, Brock Purdy went 20 for 21, 28 to 3 yards. Yes, I said 28 to 3 yards because he had 283 and a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey had a fucking day. 20 carries, 106 yards, and 3 touchdowns, all of them in the first half. Take a bow, sir. Take a bow. For receiving, Brandon Ayuk caught it 6 times for 148 yards as the Niners vanquished the Cardinals 35-16, and this game should never be mentioned again. And now we got Patriots Cowboys. I'm just going to say this as a fan. We suck. We suck. And I'm not saying it because, I'm mad about the game. We just suck. Injuries, lack of talent. We just suck. We're not making the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is we just suck. That's all I can say. Mac Jones went 12 for 21, 150 yards, and 2 picks. Ramondre Stevenson carried it 14 times for 30 yards, and Hunter Henry caught it 4 times for 51 yards. For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott went 28 to 34. Yes, Super Bowl 51 jokes inserted here. 261 yards and a touchdown. Tony Pollard carried it 11 times for 47 yards, and Jake Ferguson caught it 7 times for 77 yards. Cowboys just smoked us like a Texan brisket, 38 to 3. Patriots, we just suck. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Yes, I had to do that because it's my 22nd birthday. Yes, I had to. Shut up. I swear to God, Taylor Swift's getting more overexposed than a goddamn virus. Probably shouldn't say that. Should I keep it in? Yeah. Don't know why, but I am. For the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes went 18 for 30, 203 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Isaiah Pacheco carried it 20 times for 115 yards and a touchdown. And a hubby, Travis Kelce, caught it 6 times for 60 yards. For the Jets, the fucker of Travis Kelce's mother, Zach Wilson, went 28 for 39, 245 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Breece Hall ran 6 times for 56 yards, and Allen Lazard caught it 3 times for 61 yards and a touchdown, resulting in the Kansas City Chiefs victory, 23-20, despite Patrick Mahomes channeling his inner low Mets. Meet the Mets, beat the Mets, come on down and sweep the Mets. And now we get to Monday Night Football. Seahawks, Giants. God, this game sucked. Jones got sacked 11 fucking times. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I'm really not. He got sacked 11 fucking times. That's how bad that game was. For the Seahawks, Geno Smith went 13 for 20, 110 yards, and a touchdown. Kenneth Walker ran 17 times for 79 yards and a touchdown. For receiving, Noah Fant caught it twice for 64 yards. For the Giants, Daniel Jones went 27 for 34, 203 yards, and 2 picks. Danny Derps also ran 10 times for 66 yards, and Matt Breida caught it 5 times for 48 yards. The Giants suck. 24-3, Seattle just stomped right all over them. Fuck you, Giants. Fuck you. And that was it for this week's weekend review. I'm going to go enjoy my 22nd birthday, and I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want to see me next. And just for me, for my birthday's sake, if you're not subscribed, please do consider hitting subscribe, share with your friends. On my birthday, it's going to mean so much more. And for the next time, je suis le Canadien. Bonne nuit et au revoir.